This is my 2007 spiritual diary. Now, it opens with some notes that are either quoting what is said by some videos of occult nature from Church of Hermetic Sciences and other sources. The Church of Hermetic Science videos are The Magic of Solomon, the Dark Mirror of Magic, Rites of Magic, and Beyond Lemuria. And, some things I wanted to say more about than was on the video. And my own illustration of the Solomonic Circle. But okay, I might as well share some of the notes before I get into Surah 17:1. Muhammad was taken to the furthest masjid by night. Its surrounding area is especially sacred. So, Mount Moriah of Jerusalem. This visit was shown him and something, I don't know. 4, via the Jews, they knew that they they had 2 chances in their promised land. And, first you had the Israelites twice, then you had the Jews twice, and then you have the Zionists. So maybe they'll have 2 opportunities, this thing being repeated again and again. Those 15, those who follow guidance, only do so for their own soul. That's sort of part of the Luciferian doctrine, is that you got to do your own hero deeds. No one is punished for what others do, spiritually. Number 32, don't even approach Fornia. The extramarital sex acts, one of the things that's very common among not so religious people is the idea that, I'm just going to abstain from the biggest sins of them all, and then the other things are going to be not done. And it doesn't work like that. That's a very, surely the biggest problems in life are things that we have maybe for another time I'll just go on. The great archangel. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'll finish this. 108 through 110. The realm of torment will be shown to the misbelievers. No one is a guardian against God. All must serve in deeds instead of lost. Many try very hard and think their deeds are good without guidance. Rejection. The look of the Lord facing. Okay, I can't quite read all of this, and the point is to try about the journal. The way of God is flawless. It warns about retribution, to have good deeds one instead of the night. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to go on to 2007, which is when I would have got this. Or actually, I guess before. is okay. Just making sure. Okay, so on Monday the 1st, I watched the writing of the Book of the Law, intro, Nuit Hadit Rahor Kuit, the comment, an orange peel scent offering, and I listened to Tagath. Tagath? Huh. I'm not even sure. I discussed symbols and exaggeration with the next door neighbor. The Unseen World, Argun Farshad's Mystic Quran, very good documentary. I said Subha with Father twice. I started the sleep CD on Piqthal Quran Surah 7. And on the 2nd, I'm taking more notes to fill in the blanks of the pages. On the 2nd, I watched Jesus the Preacher, The Mysteries of the Bible's Greatest Mysteries, Nostradamus, 500 Years Later, the last half of it, The Passion, Religion and the Movies, the first half of it, Lost Treasures of the Ancient World, The Panarias, The Unexplained, Mysterious Disappearances. I listened to Surah 9, and I read Surah 1, 2, 1 through 20, 255, 284 to 286, 55, 85 to 81 to Father. And there was an orange peel scent offering, translation and commentary. Oh, I share translation and commentary when I go over with Father, just like, well, I don't usually read the original language for a lot of things that I share on my channel, but I can. Subha with Father thrice. I started a sleep CD on Piqthal Quran Surah 16. And on the 3rd, I watched Mythos 1 through 8 and 11. The Naked Archaeologist, Delilah's People, Who Invented the Alphabet, and I started the sleep CD on Surah 26. On the 4th, I watched Curses of Ancient Egypt, the first half of it, and the last quarter of it, A Haunting Demon Child, Decoding the Past, Cults, Dangerous Devotion. I listened to the Al-Ghani Surah 18 and 17 while reading the Sarwar translation. I don't remember which S is Sarwar. I started the sleep CD on Piqthal Quran Surah 46 and made some sort of burnt offering. And as you see, I'm taking more notes. And on the 5th, I watched Western Philosophy Part 2. I listened to Piqthal Quran Surah 10. I watched The Church of Hermetic Sciences, The Magic of Solomon, and took notes, which are in the front of the video. Surah 22, the 1 through 4, the end times bit is what I'm writing down about there. I went to sleep vibrating the Yod hymn, Yod, 6 times. To the count of 6, 19 times, because the number value of Yod is 19 times. is with all is of abundance. Strawberry Scent Offering. I started the sleep CD on Harun Yahya's The Quran Leads the Way to Science. And so, what was that? Also, so the 17th Enochian Key, 7:19, 6:54 to 7:19 p.m. And on the 7th, I watched The Church of Hermetic Sciences, Dark Mirror of Magic, The Rites of Magic, and took notes on both of those. I watched Lon Milo Duquette's Kabbalah for the Rest of Us. I listened to Liber 15. I made an orange peel scent offering. I guess I should do a video of citrus peel scent offerings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, be allowed to do that anytime soon. So I went to sleep 3:03 p.m. I went to sleep meditating on the Enochian Vund. Listen. So the 18th Enochian Call, Pickthall Quran Surah 6 I listened to, Orange Peel Scent Offering. I was reading the Sarwar translation, Gamini recitals with the Sarwar translation, Surah 19 and 20. I watched British Black Mass, Satanas, The Devil's Mass. I watched Rebuilding Stonehenge. I went to sleep meditating on which that... Oh, I started the sleep CD on Surah 6 on the 6th, and on the 7th it was Surah 14. And we have the author of Self-Knowledge, the second being known, Zome. So we have the names here. The Eternal, the maker of the first nest, who binds into obedience. I don't know why I'm hoping things are clear enough here. So the second week, on the 8th, the week really starts at sundown on Saturday for me, but this is how these things plan out. I watched Mysteries of the Bible, Apocalypse, Revelation, okay, Internal Profile, the Dalai Lama, the Soul of Tibet. I made a orange peel scent offerings. What the Ancients Knew, Ancient Egypt, Lost Worlds, the Pagans, the Cities of the Underworld, and okay, let me see, 4:30 p.m. to 4:47 p.m. Oh yeah, I also watched It's My Country Too, Muslim Americans, and so the Enochian Af Zome. Okay. I went to sleep vibrating the Enochian Key. I saw myself rise above the clouds. In my right hand was a white quill with ink. In my left hand was a flat drum. In my right foot, I held... I don't know what I held. In my left foot, I held... And Surah 21 was what I read as I listened to the Al-Ghamidi recitation with this Surah 21 of the Sarwar translation. You know, same place, obviously. I started to sleep on Pickthall Quran, Surah 27. Okay. In my mouth was a flute. Okay, I've wrote more of this down elsewhere. And On the 9th, I watched Taboo, Extreme Living, the and the Unplated. That doesn't make sense. I spent time from the early afternoon prayers to the dusk prayers at the masjid, which is unusual for that time of year. Something, the secret cities of lost treasures of the ancient world. Lunch with Bokhara, the living family and community. Sacred activism with Andrew Harvey. I decided to every day to meditate, skimming with the fourth AC. Okay, no, that's something Aleister Crowley's The Thoth Tarot book was something I decided to read there. I think I had already read it, but our G&B Schuler's Enochian Tarot. Okay, I read that book. I finished reading Authentication of Many Manners Requiring in the Quran and Sunnah something. I read Surah 11 through 14. So I listened to the Abdul 20 minutes to an hour, some meditation. I listened to Liber 15, the Gnostic Mass. The Gnostic Mass, Aleister Crowley's one. Which OTO Lodge did that video? I started the sleep CD on Pickthall Quran, Surah 40. And on the 10th, I listened to Pickthall Quran, Surah 15 through 17. Liber 15, the Gnostic Mass, twice. I watched The Naked Archaeologist, What Killed Herod. I spent time with the Jamaat from the Bay Area, around San Francisco. So that's why I spent so much time at the masjid the one day. Another post-Isra, after the dusk prayer, there was a consultation, what they were going to do as a group and that, so I stuck around for that. There was a strawberry scent offering. I started the Sleep Seed Surah 1. I read Combat Kit Against Bible Thumpers by Ahmed Deedat. And I guess that's one of the things I'm doing in my channel. Agree or disagree, I'm making videos about what it seems the Bible actually teaches. So on the 11th, I watched Harun Yahya's The End Times and The Golden Age of the Mahdi, Perished Nations 1 and 2, Prophet Moses. I'm not a creationist. I know there's been repeated conflict with him in 2008 and last year, of a legal nature. I'm not a witness to any of it, so, but I'm also, I'm not supporting some of the problems that the guy has had. Just because I've watched a video, some people are going to jump to conclusions, or some might. I'm hoping the people that watch my channel or watch these videos are a little more open-minded to realize that, in reading a book or other such things, that you're not supporting everything that it's said, and that, but there might be somebody. But anyways, A Haunting, Gloved Soldier, Tales of the Living Dead, Cannibal Neanderthal, Princess Hair Baby, Oh, Princess and Her Baby. Okay. I listened to the Pickball Quran, Surah 18 through 20, Strawberry, Kiwi, and Lotus Scent Offerings. I started the Sleep CD on Surah 3. And on the 12th, I watched Taboo, Drugs. I made a Lotus Scent offering. I rewatched the same Harun Yahya videos as the day before. I watched Investigating History, The Lost Atlantis, and remember the Eye of the Sahara is Atlantis, so in northwest Africa, and there's genetic and other evidence that ties it to the other side of the continent. And when the Sahara dried up, they headed northeast into Egypt. So that's the breakdown of that culture. Decoding the Past, Relics of the Passion. Enough pieces of the True Cross to build a few homes, right? I read instructions for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot deck. I listened to Pickthall Quran Surah 21 through 23. What was the scent offering? Some sort of lime scent offering. I started the Sleep CD on Surah 3. And on the 13th, I watched Taboo, The Spiritual World. I made a grapefruit scent offering. My stomach's telling me to eat, but I'm going to go to sleep after this, I would think. I watched In Satmat Custody 0 Hour. Satmak Custody 0 Hour. The Antichrist. Oh, the Antichrist 0 Hour. I listened to Al-Ghamadi Surah 24 through 26 while listening to the Sarwar translation. I read the Enochian Tarot by G. and B. Schuler, Gerald and Betty Schuler. I started Sleep CD on Surah 49. Lon Milo Duquette's Tarot, Kabbalah, and Oracles. Is that what I watched there? Decoding the Past, Heaven and Hell. I watched Meet the Ancestors, The Ultimate Sacrifice, The Naked Archaeologist, Jairus, the Black Prince, whatever it was. I listened to Al-Ghamadi Surah 27 through 29 while reading the Sarwar translation, and Pickthall Quran 24 through 26, grapefruit scent offering, and I started the Sleep CD on Surah 34. And on the 15th, I watched Ancient Mysteries, Witches, Decoding the Past, Last, Decoding the Past, what does that say? Something from Decoding the Past. Not made and see kind. Okay, a Lotus Scent Offering. Perspectives on the Dead Sea Scrolls. I watched parts of Lost Perspectives. Something Paradise? I don't know what I was watching there. I listened to the Pickball Quran Surah 27 and 28. I read the Enochian Tarot by Gerald and Betty Schuler. I listened to Al-Ghamadi Surah 30 through 33 while reading the Sarwar translation. I started the Sleep CD on Pickball Quran Surah 28. And this is the first entry of my diary, which I said that I had talked to the Princess of Cups. So I read the first 3 pages of The Wake World by Aleister Crowley to her, and we discussed that. And in further nights, in this, I talked to her over 1,000 times on the phone, so, I obviously didn't write everything down, but so that was sort of the teaching story. I think a couple weeks earlier at the end of December was the first time I talked to her, but I knew it was time to start writing about some of the conversations we had at that point. On the 16th, I the Blonde Stranger in the Creek is the playlist where I shared and probably will share more things that have to do with my interaction with her. On the 16th, I read instructions for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot deck. Garlic, oregano, onion were scent offerings. I watched Ancient Almanac, The Conquest of the Aztecs, Treasures of the Ancient World, Aztecs Mayans. Oh, no, it wasn't. Ancient Almanac. Oh, the Ten Commandments. The Unexplained Cannibals. I finished my Kingdom poster. Kingdom, Foundation, Splendor, Firmness, Beauty, Fear, Mercy, Wisdom, Knowledge, Crown, and of course in the center of the chest, Understanding, or the Gate. I put those on the door. I discussed them with the neighbor. I listened to Al-Ghamidi Surah 34 through 36 while reading the Sarwar translation, and the sleep CD was on 21 or Surah 1. On the 17th, I watched Magical Egypt, The Invisible Science, The Older and Still Older Kingdom, Naked Archaeologist, Real or Fake, Fame and Forgery, and listen to Pickthall Quran, Surah 29 through 31, Al-Mehdi, Surah 37 through 42, while reading the Sarwar translation. I started the sleep CD on Surah 6. I made a lotus scent offering and a grapefruit scent offering. And on the 18th, I watched Ekankar, The Power of Love, The Secret Path to God, and A Haunting Sally's House. I read through page 4 through 7 of The Wake World to the Princess of Cups. I listened to Al-Ghamidi Surah 43 through 54 while reading the Sarwar translation. I started to sleep CD on Pickthall Quran Surah 14. I listened to 32 through 34 of the Pickthall Quran. I watched Hamza Yusuf's The Unseen World. No God But God. Made a strawberry kiwi scent offering. I talked with her in between, but I thought the Wake World was something that was especially important to say. It was soon the point that if, I'd talk to her on average every day or every night, and, it's not necessary to talk to me every day, but, she was a lot nicer back then. Sorry, I'm tired and stuffed up. Well, not stuffed up. Yeah, I guess a little stuffed up. Air conditioning. So on the 19th, listen to Amina Elahi Surah Yusuf lecture and the supplication. 1/1/14/28. Oh, okay. I want to make sure that this was the start of the year. Yeah, this is the start of the year. Okay. Um, was it? Was that the start of the year? No, that couldn't be. Couldn't have been. Oh, I guess it could have been. Um, Picked Al Quran, Surah 35. I watched Magical Egypt 3, Descent, 4, The Temple of Man, The Real Dracula, uh, 5, Navigating the Afterlife, you know, 3, 4, 5, Magical Egypt, the first series. The second series is coming out slowly, isn't it? Um, but it's nonetheless a very interesting series for people to watch. Decoding the Past, The Real Dr. Frankenstein. I started the Sleep CD on Pickthall Quran Surah 26, Caraway Scent Offering, Cran Apple, and Lotus Scent Offering. So 3 different things for scent offering. I didn't write down all the symbolism back then. Nowadays, I'm deciding on something, some meaning when I make scent offerings, and almost always that's written down. On the 20th. Oh, that's what I didn't do here. Is the 14th. That's okay. It has 2 at once. So, see. Okay. So on the 20th, I went to sleep vibrating the second Enochian key. 12:33. Oh, 12:39 a.m. I listened to the Pickthall Quran 56 through 58, or is it 88? 88, yeah. Um, Bahamut Quran, the supplication twice, and the first 2 parts of 30 parts. I watched Magical Egypt 6, Legacy 7, Illumination, Decoding the Past, Dangerous Devotion. Was that thing on over and over again, or did I have the did I have it taped or something? I went to sleep vibrating Enochian Key 3, 1:05 a.m. I went to the I watched Me in the Mosque. Okay, because I don't really usually say, oh, well, I've been to the masjid and med to the masjid. You know, I don't need to say that up to 4 times a day or something. Or, you know, Yehuda Berg's The 72 Names of God, Lime Center Offering, a Lotus Scent Offering, and on the 21st, I went to sleep meditating on the 4th Enochian Key, 2:35 a.m. I listened to the Pickthall Quran, Surah 39 and 40, and Bahamut Quran, Supplication 1.2 through 2.4. Okay, so I'm being very specific rather than, usually 3 or 4 parts. 3 or 4 sections in each part is how it breaks down. I went to the potluck at Martin Luther King Jr. between Maghrib and Isha. I started the sleep CD on what I started on. I listened to 40. On the 22nd, I listened to Bahamut Quran, Supplication, and parts 3:1 through 4:4, and I read instructions for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. I made a lime scent offering, a mango scent offering, I guess the peel in the pot. I watched Ancient Mysteries, Secrets of at Delphi, Decoding the Past, Sodom and Gomorrah, A Haunting. Oh, Atlantis, New Revelations. Okay, A Haunting, New Revelations. Okay, that's a interesting one. But I started Sleep Ski on Pickthall Quran Surah 5. I went to sleep, vibrating the 5th Enochian key, 1:38 p.m. Oh, p.m. That would make more sense, p.m., because I like to meditate on an Enochian key at some point during the day. On the 23rd, I read the Enochian Tarot, Schuler, uh, Cranberry Scent Offering and a Lotus Scent Offering. Oh, Crabapple. Okay, Crabapple. I don't think I've ever used cranberry in a scent offering. Anything with a scent can be. I watch Harun Yahya's Allah is Known Through Reason. I watched Lost Treasures of the Ancient World, India. So much stuff lost there, and so much stuff found that's just not known. And I listened to Fahim al-Quran, Part 5, 1 through 6, 4. Picked al-Quran, Surah 41 and 42, and I went to sleep vibrating with the 6th Enochian key, 10:40 p.m. Okay. I started this sleep CD on Picked al-Quran, Surah 16. Maybe that was AM. That's supposed to be AM. But 14/26, the 22nd, or is it the 12th of the 3rd month? That's what it should be. 7 verses I love most. 7 verses I love most. 4 in and 3 invoke. Sums the roles of which I spoke. 4 in and 3 invoke. With love and in your name. 4 in and 3 invoke. Loving you's the only game. 4 in and 3 invoke. 4 times 4 and then plus 1. 4 in and 3 invoke. Implore, implore, thou mighty one. And on the 24th, I watched Harun Yahya's The Philosophy of Zionism in Israel, Order of the Heavens, and Love and Compassion in Living Things. I watched The Naked Archaeologist, Accidental Archaeology, and Biblical Food. I watched Deep Sea Detectives, Secret Underwater Caves. A lime scent offering. Dawn prayer saying, oh, I went to the dawn prayer. Hutmom Da. Okay. Cinnamon, representing inspiration. Cloves, representing protection. Ginger, representing psychic development. Nutmeg, representing dreams. A lotus scent offering. What else? Okay, started sleep CD on Surah 89 of the Pickthall al-Quran. I went to sleep vibrating the 7th Enochian key, 1:30 something. Surah 260 through 70 was what was discussed at Masjid Anur. Comment and question. I'm reviewing this for context of some of my experiences. On the 25th, I listened to Fahim al-Quran, The Supplication, and parts 8.1 through 9.4. Picked al-Quran, Surah 50 through 89. I watched a haunting where demons dwell. Interesting thing. Is it real? Ancient astronauts. Heaven beyond the gates. And there was a dragon's blood scent offering and a rhododendron scent offering. Dragon's blood is a Mars in fire symbolism and a Leo symbolism for rhododendron. I started to sleep see on Surah 44. And 1:26 a.m. vibrating the 8th Enochian key. I read pages 9 and 10 of The Wake World to the Princess of Cups. So we had 4 through 7. Page 8. Where's page 8? Because 4 through 7's here. Page 8. Okay, 8, 9, 10, I guess. Because I know we went over the whole thing. And on the 26th, I watched Science of the Bible, The First Christians, and Must See Egypt. I read Lon Milo DeKetz, The Magic of Aleister Crowley. Garlic sin offering, onion sin offering. Garlic representing overcoming opposition, onion representing exorcism, oregano representing tranquility. I started the sleep CD on Pickthall Quran Sur 1. The 9th Enochian key, I went to sleep at, when was it, 6:24? Lon Milo DeKetz, The Book of Ordinary Oracles, page 60. 70 through, Pickthall Quran Surah 70 through 73 was what I listened to. The Fahim al-Quran Supplication plus part 10, 1 through 11. A Handbook of Rituals. Okay. Through page 50 is what I read Lon Milo DeKetz's book. I discuss pilgrimage and something with someone from the masjid. On the 27th, I finished my Splendor poster, which is the left hand. I listened to Fahim al-Quran Supplication, parts 12 through 13. Pickthall Quran 34 through 80. It can't be 74 through 82. Okay, that makes more sense. 2:16 a.m. I watched World Tour Lost City of Petra. Lon Milo DeKetz's book about Aleister Crowley, page through 124. Through page 120. I watched Unexplained Exorcist, Sex in the Bible. Made a rhododendron scent offering, and I went to sleep vibrating the 10th Enochian key, 2 a.m. I started the sleep CD on Pickthall Quran Surah 5. I listened to Fahim al-Quran, The Supplication, and parts 14 through 16. Pickthall Quran Surah 83 through 220. Okay, so I started again. Um, I finished reading Lon Milo DuQuette's The Book of Ordinary Oracles and the Aleister Crowley Ritual Book through page 160. And also on the 28th, I made a lime scent offering, a rhododendron scent offering, and I started the Sleep Sea on Surah 8. And the next, on the 29th, I listened to Fahm Quran Supplication plus parts 16.4 through 19.1, Picked Quran Surah 2:21 through 100. Oh, maybe that's what I'm reading. The Enochian Tarot, Lon Milo DuQuette's, Aleister Crowley's Handbook of Rituals, finished. A lime scent offering, a rhododendron scent offering. I started the Sleep CD on Surah 18. I went to sleep working 2:05 a.m. Enochian Call 11. On the 30th, I read instructions for Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. The 12th Enochian Key was the subject that day. I watched Harun Yahya's. What does that say? Oh, Behind the Scenes of the World Wars. The Collapse of Atheism. The Unexplained. Multiple Personalities. A Lion Scent Offering, a Rhododendron Scent Offering. And I listened to Al-Quran something through 21.1. I started the Sleep CD on Surah 28. And the last of January, I watched Psychic Children, Their Sixth Sense, The Naked Archaeologist, Jesus' Early Years, and John the Baptist, The Writing of the Book of the Law, Intro, credits Nuit Hadith Rahor Kuit, and the comment. I listened to Fahm Quran Supplication, parts 21.2 and 22. A lime scent offering. Picked Quran Surah 3. I went to sleep vibrating, the 13th Enochian call? I was Zad. Okay, Rhododendron scent offering. I started the sleep offering, the sleep CD on Surah 41, the Picked Quran. Asal. So the 13th Enochian key. And as you see, I was filling in the blanks. So 11 more of these to do. But I should return and do some live videos sharing some comments today. Maybe tomorrow. Happen in a couple weeks, so various things from various paths. But I thought it important to save some of my notes from what I was doing in my studies. But I'll return to The Egyptian Heaven and Hell by E.A. Wallace Budge. To finish that, I'll share more from